I've noticed in life is that men are taught to understand women, raised from childhood,
Yeah.
but women don't understand men.
Ooh, expound on that, OG.
Well, when we have problems, I think most women don't care. I think that
Damn.
when we express ourselves, women, some get it, some don't. Some women are petty and argument, and guys are buying flowers for a woman, for a female. He don't even know why she mad. She mad. So he go about these flowers where he's trying to cater to her emotions to make her better. And I don't even know why she mad. And these things are very complicated to me.
That's
Message.
All right, all right. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Shout out to TK Kirkland. Love is unbalanced. And what he was talking about is, the men are taught to love and understand the women aren't taught to love and understand the men. And because of that, you really having a relationship issue, a love issue in the world. Well, let's just say in the United States. Because what's going on is love is an action, you know. So, some people say love is a verb, blah, blah, blah. But when you teach somebody that love, when you teach if you teach a young boy that love is an action, and you train him that love is an action, but then you teach a young girl that love is a feeling, and you train her that love is a feeling, what you get is guys showing their love in actions and girls saying I love you in feeling, but the guy wasn't taught about the feeling, and the girl wasn't taught about the action. So now love becomes one-sided. And this is why you get this complexity. Because when you say love is a feeling, guys don't feel loved. And what it is we've hit that point where when it comes to the idea of love is a thing that it has to be through a female lens. So a man has to receive it through a female lens. A man has to give it through a female lens. A man has to understand it through a female lens, and that goes the same for females. So a woman feels it in a female lens. She understands it in a female lens. She approaches it in a female lens. So then it's not really it's not really love, and because there is no understanding. So the problem is, as you get older, you start realizing that people don't want to put in the effort to make love an action. So now I understand that love is not just a feeling, but I'm not accustomed to actually putting any action behind this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act like I'm gonna do something one day, possibly, maybe, perhaps, and or I'm gonna do something like a bare minimum. I'm gonna dip my toe in the water and say I'm clean. So now what you have is a bunch of actions versus a bunch of feelings. And then over time, the guys give less and less action. And then over time, the girls gives the girls give less and less feeling. So now it's like, guys like I'm not putting myself out there to be hurt because my rejections comes through my actions. And now the girls are feeling rejected because they're not feeling me. These guys not feeling me. And it's like, okay. So now what you have is no effort, period. And the issue becomes you're going to have to retrain the ladies to actually put in effort. And until you do that, we're going to still be stuck here. And don't get me wrong. Let me go with the stereotype. The stereotype really of what men see as a good woman is a woman who makes love an action. And she actually shows you that she loves you through her actions, through her effort. And from a guy's point of view, that's the thing that women detest that, like, oh my God, you doing something for a man. Why would you do something for a man? He a man, blah, blah, blah. So I would never do something for a man, because if you put yourself out there and you do something for a man, he gonna take advantage of you and use you, abuse you, yada yada yada. So when you get this this amount of fear of being used and abused, then what you get is a bunch of people who just don't try. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm back. So now you get a bunch of people who don't try. And now what you get now in our society is people who are yearning for someone to show them that they love them. And then you got those very same people not seeing that in real life. So now it's like, okay, you don't care about me, I don't care about you. So now you have this over reach of, since there is no love, how much stuff can I get out you and how much sex can I get out you? That's the equation now, because people have kind of accepted that love is really off the table because there's no effort. And that's why sometimes people say, when they're in relationships are hard because you constantly got to work at them. And because it goes under the mantra that love is a feeling, so you don't have to work at a feeling. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to work at a feeling. And guess what happens? Your feeling could change, and just as much as effort as you put into that feeling, you could put as much effort into the new feeling. And they can keep changing and going here and there and here and there. So then there's no actual, excuse me, there is no actual introspection. You don't look within and say, is it me? There is no actual guilt. There is no shame, because a feeling doesn't really have guilt or shame, because a feeling can change, and then all of the morals and ethics that should have went in this direction, now they go in this direction. Because since my feelings changed, my accountability changed, my responsibility changed, because it was just a feeling. Love is more than that. Love is an action. So there's a certain amount of integrity that there's a certain amount of explanation needed to find out when the love changed, because the actions changed. So now we have issues. And people don't want to explain to people that I don't love you, I just love what you did for me. I don't love you, I just love how you made me feel. I don't love you, I just love the idea of love, and you're fitting that stereotype in my mind. But you don't want to explain it to another person, because if you do, you're going to come off as a jerk, because now you have to explain to yourself, oh, I'm using people to play my game of love. So that's why it's like, that's why effort is the issue. So at the end of the day, it's going to be complicated, because we need to retrain people on what love actually is. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.